What's the one thing you can start doing right now to get the most out of your daily journal? I've been journaling daily in some form now for over 10 years. I started doing morning pages back in 2010, and now I write every night before I go to bed. Most people get into journaling because of the reported health benefits. It reduces stress, improves memory, sparks creativity. It also makes us more self-aware, reveals unhealthy thought patterns, and can even help with PTSD and trauma. But the mistake that a lot of us make is in thinking that most of the benefits come from writing. This is not true. Most of the benefits come from reading, from going back and making connections. Don't get me wrong. Writing is very important. In fact, it's the most crucial step. Without writing, there can be no reading. And in the short term, writing helps organize and clarify our thoughts. There's evidence that putting things down on paper reduces cognitive load. But developing self-awareness and recognizing our unhealthy thought patterns require a more long-term approach. I have this idea for an app. It will be like a Fitbit, something that can take physiological readings, like your heart rate, breathing patterns, pupil dilation. And it'll also be like Siri or the Google Assistant, something that can listen to what you're saying, something that has natural language processing capabilities and also eyes for pattern recognition. The way the app would work is that every time I go on a first date or a job interview or anything really, it will be running in the background, taking in everything that's happening within me. And when I leave feeling like this is the best or worst thing that's ever happened to me, the app will prompt me like, hold up, you felt exactly this way, these many times, and this is how those times turned out. I imagine this app not because I want to enjoy things less, but because I want to make better decisions in my life. The app, of course, is hypothetical, but my journal is very much real. It's a document of exactly how I felt at a particular time and place, and when used correctly, you can achieve most of the same benefits you would from the app, although a little more legwork would be required for the journal. Because of how memory works, our brain is an unreliable narrator of our lives. Every time we remember something, we are not actually retrieving the untarnished, truthful account of that particular event. Instead, we are reconstructing what happened through our current beliefs, social influences, and life experiences. There was a story in This American Life about a writer who wrote 2 books about the same relationship, but written 20 years apart. And it's very interesting how different that same relationship appears from those 2 different temporal perspectives. I use tags when I journal. I have a tag for work, and a tag for sleep, and a tag for exercise. I have a tag for procrastination, a tag for my family, and for every single one of my close friends. Whenever I write something that I know will be recurring, I tag that thing, and the next time I write about it, I'll go through the tag and see what I wrote about it the last time. I'll compare how I felt about it then to how I feel about it now, and then I'll notice the trajectory of those feelings. This is how I learn about myself. Of course, it's also possible to achieve these same things with a physical paper journal. You could use tape or colored post-it notes to tag pages, but you'll be limited by the number of things you can tag, and it will be significantly harder to search for the things you forgot to tag. Going digital eliminates those things. I plan to make at least 2 more videos on journaling. The next one will be about how I set up Obsidian for journaling, which is my current preferred journaling app. And in the one after that, I'll take you through my specific journaling process. If you want to be notified when those videos come out, subscribe and hit the bell below. Just to be clear, I'm not advocating for the abolishment of paper journals. On the contrary, I've been tracking tasks and habits with bullet journals since 2014, and I wouldn't trade my bullet journals for anything digital. But that's because the way I use a bullet journal is fundamentally different from the way I journal digitally. Tasks, by definition, are short-term, and the whole point of building habits is for them to take care of themselves in the long term. But self-awareness goes on in perpetuity. Something you wrote in 2011 might still be very relevant to you in 2021. But it's very unlikely that a task from 2011 would be useful to you today. If you're still not convinced to move your existing paper journal to an app, let me know why in the comments down below. For those new to the channel, my name is Ibrahim, and I'm here every week sharing ideas that I'm trying out in my life, with the hope that when they're out in the open, exposed to the sun, so to speak, they'll grow stronger, and we can all collectively reap the fruits of those stronger ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.